Now we're just about ready for the start of the final term here at Osborne Park. $15.9.99 the Lions. They lead the Magpies 6-5-41 at the last change. It'll be interesting to see how both sides finish off this match.
Bloke in front of us, North Geelong would like to have in their side, do you think?
I think so. Ray Robertson standing on the bench there with Neil Elford and controlling play from the sidelines, which I'm sure would frustrate him. Start of the final term. Weiss gets the first ruck contest down towards though McVilly, goes long towards half forward. Over the head of Hargraves, Angelkovic tries to tap it back towards Hearn, coming across Simpson, eludes him, and it's pushed inside 50 now for the Belmont Lions. Doubled him, went right, then kick left towards Madden, gets it back to Pike, left foot kick by Pike, in towards the teeth of goal, off hands again, numbers again with the Belmont Lions, and Hargraves deserves that goal. Rob Hargraves kicked it over his shoulder, and they had 4 or 5 players there. He kicked his second, and the 16th for the Belmont Lions. They go to 16-9-105. They lead North Geelong 6-5-41 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Off the left foot too, if you don't mind.
Showing all the skills.
As I said there before, look, it's amazing. They're running into the breeze now, and they all of a sudden they run with numbers again. And I think there's a lesson learned. When you got the breeze, you run with numbers as well. And that was a great goal. Look, he's been pretty impressive up there. He presents himself well and kicked a nice goal.
Ball back in the centre, up it goes. Weiss gets a tap down, but unfortunately North Geelong can't get the clearance. Cousins picked it up, put it down, stacks on the mill, and umpire will come in and put the ball up once again. A secondary throw up, almost beside the centre circle, and umpire now puts it up once again. Well, nullified there. Neither player gets a clear tap away, but Cousins kicks it off the ground and follows up very quickly. But good work there from in the defence by the North Geelong side. Handball to Evans. Evans drives towards centre half forward, but terrible kick. Paul Price was camped under the ball and booked a very easy overhead mark. Plays on quickly now. Ball back into the middle of the ground, and it's Peter McVilly. You get a game next week, giving the coach a kick. Laurie, it's the way, isn't it? And McVilly now looks for options. He has, doubled them was short, but he also had Nanatis a little further down the ground. Little chip pass. Now, it's a bit early to be
playing for time,
surely. Booked it now, takes the mark on half-back flank, drives it long. Coming in strongly is Hargraves, but player in front of me got pulled to the ground. I'd say a free kick to the Belmont Lions in the form of Paul Baker. Man in front and has got the free kick. He's on half-forward flank. Very congested forward line. Well, where's Johnny Cousins? I see the ball go up. That was what it was last time. And, it's a short kick, the lead to Ricky Foy. And goodness gracious, the North defender seemed to open up instead of closing up, Laurie, and they gave him an avenue through to the ball.
Actually, I think I've worked it out.
I was going to say, by the end of the day, you've got to work that out, Laurie. What is it?
I'm going to short pass it.
Yeah, I'm not going to kick for goal.
I'm not going to kick for goal. Drop into the centre.
Well, Pike's short pass to doubled him, who's taken a very good mark under pressure.
Put him under a hammer, though, like he's right on the boundary.
I was going to say, but it has not got him close. Well, he's got him close to the goal, but the angle is more severe.
The coach kicked one from there before.
Oh,
geez, you've seen him a task.
That's a big call.
Well, he's passed it to Johnny Cousins. He didn't put the ball up, Laurie.
That shoots that theory, didn't
Johnny Cousins has taken the mark.
There's only one fella got the Price is the only one that holds the ball up. Perhaps it's his own game. And tell you what, this fella's had a game of it.
Johnny Cousins kicked 1 goal 3, and we'll have to put the foot in water tonight, I think. They have poisoning.
Oh shit.
Well, pushed it across the face of goal, and it has been punched through for a rush behind. So 16-10-105 the Belmont Lions. North Geelong 6-5-41 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We have been playing 4 minutes to the final term. Kick in short is okay to Evans, who takes the mark and plays on quickly. Goes now with the left boot, tries to drill it towards Jones and does so. Takes it at the point of the square at half back, wants to go wide, does so to Troy Rose. Cousins comes back, gets a hand to it, does very well. He's got 3 against him though, and comes through now. Lockwood goes short, but Hearn's taken the mark at half full. Goes in towards Jones. Jones has got it, plays on quickly, handball to Price. Price goes with the left boot, up long. Ruck's probably out of the contest here, coming through. Dunlop does well and takes the mark. Brett Dunlop. Dunlop's got it. And we'll try and clear for Lions. Was going to go, goes short now, but Hearn's probably going to chop it off and does so. Takes the mark at half forward, Russell Hearn. Will be able to try and push the Magpies back into attack. Goes laterally across towards Rising, who just put a hand to it, and Weiss it was. Got it down. Now free kick too high, and it's going to go North Geelong. And it's going to go to Jamie Weiss. So Jamie Weiss at centre half forward has got the free kick. And he's had a pretty fair contest this afternoon with Tolson.
He's tried hard, hasn't he?
So he's going to kick with the breeze. He comes in now and goes long, gets the distance, but pushing for that distance, he's lost the accuracy and one behind to the big man. So 1 goal, 1 his personal tally. They go to 6-6-42, the Magpies. And the Lions 16-10, 106. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. So the kick in has gone to McVilly. He goes wide, it's okay, finds Havelberg. Havelberg now goes towards centre half, towards centre wing, and getting up there and taking the mark Farnham, who's done pretty well while he's been on. Takes a bounce, backs himself, goes to half forward, great smother Simpson, but they've got the numbers of the Lions, push it towards centre half forward, and goes back now towards Allen, who's back on the ground. Handball towards Cousins again, shuffles it out, hits doubled him on the head. And gets it back though towards King. Had to get back onto his favoured left boot. Does so now in towards the teeth of goal. But standing and taking the good mark is Gibbs. And Gibbs now goes wide towards Lockwood. It's okay. He takes it off and plays on from half back. Short little kick towards Risinger. Has to make up a bit of ground and does so. It's a true half back on the outer side now. Now he goes with the right boot towards centre wing. Numbers with the Lions in front. No mark taken. Play on the call. And Evans gets it towards centre half for a great lead. Elzinger can't take the mark though. Off hands, falls to the back of the pack. Price has got it, tried to shuffle it out. And he might be able to recover himself. He does so. Left foot kick around the corner to Rose. Oh, can't take the mark. Good pressure coming there in the last line of defence by Frost. Now the Lions, can they clear? It goes to Baker, rucks it next to him, but he does well, and then gets it to Bookter, and they should be able to clear from half back of it 6 for the Chook. It does, handball back inboard, or Nanatus, it's over his head. Burns comes at him, does well, and sets the task. Price has got it now, goes for goal. Can he kick his third? Yes, he can. Good play, Mark Burns, and good finish by Paul Price for his third goal. So they get their 7th, they're 7-6-48. North Geelong and the Belmont Lions 16-10, 106. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Just been watching the tussle off the ball. Burns has apparently been assigned the job, I think, of running with
Cousins.
Yeah, Johnny Cousins, and I think he's tried every trick that I've ever known in footy to do something about stopping him, and he's still running around, Johnny Cousins.
Yeah.
Ball back with the central umpires. Almost 8 minutes, final quarter. With the ball in the middle of the ground. Up it goes. This time Tweez again gets the tap down. Finally comes clear to Cummings. He has Elzinger on the lead at half forward, and Elzinger takes the mark on his chest. Plays on quickly now, drives toward the goal square. Mark not taken, comes to ground. Oh, good work by Havelberg. Clears it for Belmont Lions. He has doubled him on half-back length. Can't quite make ground to get to the ball. Elzinger tries to get it in also, but pushes over the boundary line. Half-forward flank. Western side here of Osborne Park. 6-6 North Geelong. 16-10 Belmont Lions. Ball comes in now. Well taken out of the ruck there for North Geelong, but picked up by the Lions, as has been said a number of times. A lot of players around the ball, but Russell Hearn coming through strongly for the North Geelong side. An up and under pass to Paul Price, and there's no way that Elzinger is fit. He's bringing himself off the ground, so
he hasn't done much training, I don't think.
No, it doesn't certainly look to have. And now with Paul Price, can he make it? Number 4, 3 already. He's deep in the pocket. I tell you what, it's a nice looking kick. He certainly knows where the goals are. Hasn't had a lot of the ball most of the day, but he's kicked his 4th. And North Geelong putting a little bit of respectability onto the scoreboard now. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. North Geelong 8-6-54, but they trail the Belmont Lions 16-10, 106.
And a three-quarter time score from East Geelong. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club 10-8-68. Trail Anarchy 10-10-70 at three-quarter time, so only 2 points in it out at Richmond Crescent. Maybe we should have gone to East Geelong when we were going to.
Yes.
It's just a different game.
Yes, absolutely.
No, it's been a good display here from the Lions this afternoon, and North Geelong trying to fight back here in the final term. Tolson goes up early. Weiss gets a hand to it as well. Cousins through the middle, wrapped up, and the umpire will come in, have a second bounce.
Well, it's very important for North to find something here in this last part of this quarter, isn't it?
It is. Finish off the game well.
It's a big improvement what we saw in the last couple of games last year.
Tolson gets it down towards Cousins again, taps it on again towards Frost, who tried to handball under pressure from Cummings. Advantage paid.
Oh,
No.
That's
right. What was that interpretation? I thought he said he gave him a good handball, but anyway. The kick has gone to James Cummings inside the centre square, defensive side. Goes, oh, Price has done well. Kicked 4 goals and been pretty lively across half forward Paul Price. Handballs to Rose. Rose runs on, goes to the right boot. Shocking kick off the boot and straight in the hands of Brett Dunlop. And he turns it back towards Doubledham, who's going to be, well, Rose goes up. It falls into Simpson's arms. He can't pick it up. Pike's there as well. It's on half forward for the Magpies. Price again gets leg. That should be a trip. And play on advantage it is. Price runs on and goes now with the left boot long towards full forward. 3 against 1. Getting back there, Peter Havelberg. And he gets it over the top to McVilly. Tried to bounce it, nearly lost it then. Got it back though. Kicks it long towards centre wing. Great kick for distance and finds Farnham. Farnham now. Moore's going to play on. Still on centre wing on the outer side. Looking for something at centre half forward. He goes laterally though towards Doubledham. It's okay in the middle. He plays on. Kicks long. Wow, was that late? Or anyway, the umpire has said it's late against Cummings. Against on Rod Doubledham. And Michael Allen's got the footy. Plays on, there's nobody on the mark, so he plays on and has missed it for one behind. That is Michael Allen. So they go to 16-11, 107, the Lions. The Magpies 8-6, 54. We've been playing 11.5 minutes in this final term on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Harrington kicks the ball in long from the full-back position and finds Hearn on half-back flank. Yes, umpires paid the mark. Seemed to take a while to blow the whistle, but finally did. And Hearn, captain and coach of North Geelong, takes the mark, sees the lead into the centre of the ground, and it's Priddle, who's tried very hard all day. He goes right across the ground. North Geelong still in possession. Rose kicks the ball low, a lovely pass and a lovely lead coming from the forward line from Ruck, and has taken the mark. Sees a player out wide who's Sid Jones, who falls over and makes the job much easier for Bukta in defence. Handball over the top, and here go the Lions once again. Clear it wide. Well, they've put Frost under enormous pressure. They've kicked the ball to him in a nest of 4 North Geelong players. Skids off his hands and over the boundary line. Not a real good choice of an option there, Laurie.
It certainly wasn't, Eric.
Ball out of bounds, centre wing, comes in. Tolson's done a great job, tries to get it back to McVilly, can't pick it up. Hearn does get it. He can't break the tackle, gets a handball back to Weiss. Weiss is tackled. Now he's in bother because Cousins kicks the ball off the ground, 40 metres. It's a race for the ball on half-back. North, well done in defence there by Corey Lockwood, but he's caught. Now the ball's turned over. Hargraves dodges one, dodges second with the left foot, drives it into the forward pocket. Up high there was Gibbs, can't take the mark, and finally it's Gibbs who puts the ball over the boundary line.
So it's going to be a boundary throw in. The umpire has got it now. The boundary umpire will throw it in. Tolson comes down to do the ruck work against Dan Jelkovic. So Tolson now gets it over the back. Cummings chops it off. Handball to Mark Burns. Burns goes in towards Weiss, who holds it at centre half back. Hasn't got much to kick to. He's got Priddle, he's got, he had Reisinger, but now he goes wide. Oh, sets a task for Priddle. He makes the ground up though and takes the mark. Goes on with the right boot towards half forward. Good mark. Stan took it. Danny Ruck play on the corner. In fact, it was Zitko. Good mark. Goes long towards full forward over the head of Dunlop. There is Ruck against him. 2 against 2. Can Ruck get it out the back to Price? He tried to. He swamped though, Havelberg. We'll be happy to see it through for a rush behind to the Magpies. They go to 8-7-55. North Geelong, the Belmont Lions, 16-11, 107.
Final AFL, Western Bulldogs, 14-14-98, defeated Carlton, 8-11-59. And Essendon, 20-17-137, defeated Hawthorn, 14-6-90.
So final scores in the AFL. We'll give them to you as we go through the final siren after the conclusion of this match. Balls come back in. And will be psyched. Poor kick off the boot, goes towards Bookta. Oh, traps it well, does Bookta. Gives it back towards Havelberg again. Goes off half back in towards the middle of the ground. Frost has to make a bit of ground. Cummings is there. It's 2 against 1. The Lions, can they get it out towards Tolson? The big man just runs through like a steam train, does well, and gets the right boot to it towards centre forward. Hargraves comes out, made a bit of ground, and a double them there also. Bully as well, they sit and wait. Handball had to come out. Oh, it does so. Cousins shows a bit of skill, goes towards Allen short, and was looking for the tackle. Didn't really come early. Gets the kick around the corner. Bully and Gibbs close to the boundary line. Who's going to be able to stand up? Neither. And they see it over the boundary line for a throw in. About 30 metres around from the Belmont Lions goal.
Ball out of bounds in front of the change rooms here at Osborne Park. Deep in the forward pocket for the Belmont Lions. In it comes. Good tap away there by Weiss once again. But it comes to Belmont Lions. Lockwood charges through, goes without the ball. The kick comes back and, well, good interception there by Rose. But it comes to ground. Johnny Cousins runs on the ball on the left foot. Drives it into the full forward position, but that's Harrington, isn't it? Harrington's taken a strong mark in the last line of the defence. On the left foot now, drives it wide, sees the lead from Weiss. He, well, does a good job, Baker, against taller opposition, gets the ball to ground. Weiss follows up well. Cummings, tackle too high as he was bending down to pick the ball up. Somebody ran through him, and James Cummings has been granted the free kick by the umpire. So Cummings plays on quickly with the handball to Weiss. Weiss drives to the centre of the ground. Well, 2 on 1 here, but Evans does a good job. He eludes the tackle, but now 3 on 1 because coming back to assist is Farnham. He drives the ball to half forward. Frost slipping on the wet ground. I wonder if he's playing in runners instead of boots, and has a bit of difficulty changing direction there. So it's a mark there to Asakis. He goes wide. Weiss takes the mark, drops it. It's a bit dangerous because it's come now to Bookta. He drives it back to centre half forward position. Been a great battle there between young Angelikovic and Hargraves. The free kick this time has gone to Angelikovic, and he takes it there for being manhandled without the ball. On the left foot, drives to the centre of the ground. Oh, great one-header, Mark Peter Havelberg, and he's had a birthday out in half-back flank, I think. He and certainly looked at the way he took that mark. Now he finds Cousins loose at centre half forward. I think Mark Burns might have run out of petrol tickets because Cousins is still going, and a beautifully directed pass has found his teammate on half forward flank. Great mark taken by Mark Govan, is it, who was a late inclusion in the side. So the opportunity here for Govan to extend the Belmont Lions score. It's going to be a very good kick because he's kicking from 45 metres into the breeze. Comes in now, keeps it very low and offline. So a behind to Govans. Another behind to the scoreboard for the Belmont Lions. They go to 16-12, 108. They lead North Geelong 8-7-55 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Kick's gone out of Jones, still on the defensive 50. He plays around Govan, goes wide, and it's okay. Finds his teammate in Risinger, on half back. Handball over the top to Lockwood, who's done okay today. Slips over at the crucial stage, needs some support. Got it to Risinger. The big man did well to follow up and get the kick away towards centre forward. Chopped off again, Havelberg, but off hands to Price. Price with the left boot. Now, who can run back? Ruck and Zitko. There's 2 on 1 here. Zitko does well. It sits through him, does it? No, it doesn't. And he does well as he gets slung. Does he get the kick away? He does. It is out of bounds. Across the face of goal.
Hit the point post, I think.
Did it? It did too. And it will be on the full. So, Nanatus with it, who's had a pretty fair game across half-back as well for the Lions this afternoon. Short little kick towards McVilly. Oh, finger tipper.
Stretch the hamstrings.
Yeah. And the coach has got it in the back pocket on the outer side of Osborne Park. We've been playing 19 minutes in the final term. He goes short to top, who just holds it up. Price standing the mark. Now, he goes towards Sykes, who had it and lost it, gave it back towards Cousins, who breaks a couple of tackles, just swivels the hips beautifully and gets into Mills in the middle of the ground. Goes towards Bully, who's unattended. Oh, he's dropped the mark. Oh, and left it behind. And Gibbs has run through. Good tackle though, Bully. Gives it back. Mills has got it, picks it up at centre half forward. And great vision over the top towards Govan. Can't sit for him though. Coming through, Allen does well, breaks the tackle. And can he finish it off with a goal? Well, he finishes off with a pass to Whittingham. Gets a good shepherd from Hargraves. And Steve Whittingham has put his second on the scoreboard. And they now go to the Lions to 17 goals, 12. And get me maths going. 115. Good work.
114 anyway.
114, 17, 12, 114. They're a bit slow on the scoreboard up here. And North Geelong 8, 7:55. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes gone. And great play once again, Laurie, from Rob Hargraves.
Yeah, he blocked that lovely, didn't he? I mean, they've kicked some nice goals, the Lions today. I think their potential's there, I think, from the kick big scores this year.
Yes, they've sort of got a lot of cooperation up forward, haven't they? Moved
exactly.
to position. From the throw up in the middle of the ground, comes to ground, Cummings, gang tackled there by two Belmont Lions players, no chance of getting clear, and the umpire will come in and retrieve the ball. And Johnny Cousins has got leather poisoning, I think.
Oh, he certainly has, and I think that's something that's going to get better, Eric, as they play more games together. It's been quite good today, but the potential's there for it to get really good. And,
yes. A lot of players now look to be cramping up, and I guess at 21 minutes into the final quarter, if the pressure's going to tell, this is it. Jones can't do anything with the ball. Finally comes to Priddle. Tried hard. Priddle, a long handball across to Hearn. Hearn, North Geelong drives the ball into the full forward position. Well, great defence there, but it falls to Wees, and from 20 metres out, the easiest of set shot, could have run almost into the goal square, had a pot shot, unfortunately for North Geelong, has missed. So it's another behind on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard to North Geelong, which is 8-56, but they trail the Belmont Lions 17-12, 114. But it's been a good performance both forward and defensively, Laurie. The Lions, they've picked up a few players.
Very good, Eric. Overall, they've been very good. I thought they've done quite well in the ruck. The half-back line's good. Dunlop's played quite a good game at full-back.
Kick in short by Mills, finds McBilly. He goes short again, and it's okay, finds Sykes. And he goes short and finds Doubledham. So they've done well, 3 kicks, and they've got to 50. But they've kept possession. Doubledham now plays on and drills it back towards centre half back. Ooh. Danger. Burns takes a good mark. Under pressure and gives it off to Evans. Oh, he was going to go left and then right and then handball it back. Burns from mid-air. Doubledham got a hand to it. Needs some support. Zitko. Little toe poke off the ground. Does it sit for him? No, it doesn't. Might a second time. It does. He's on the boundary line. He turns around and he kicks it across the face of goal. And 3 for 1 behind to the youngster. So they go to 8-9-57. North Geelong 17-12, 114, the Belmont Lions, and they've finally given Corey Telson a bit of a rest, and he's had a pretty fair game this afternoon for the Belmont Lions. Kick in this time by McVilly's great to Mills, and he takes the mark. Got King running for him, and Frost as well. He goes towards King now. Cummings coming back. King goes up, off hands towards Baker. Rose coming at him. Oh, it does well, Baker. Just does very well. Oh, Ruck comes at him. His old teammate from Cry now gives it back to King. He goes to the left boot, or just sets it up. Hargraves uses the body well, got a hand to it, couldn't take it with him. Hargraves again, good second effort handball to Bully towards Govan. He goes over the top, great kick towards Whittingham. And they move the ball pretty well.
Really good.
And
had the presence of mind, Whittingham then to stop. He could have very easily run into an open goal with a black right on his hammer.
Moved it from full back to full forward without North Geelong touching it. And just sort of one dropped half mark by Hargraves and a great second effort. And it's got to Steve Whittingham, who's kicked 2 goals. And coming in for 3. Oh, good kick. Good finish, 3rd goal for Steve Whittingham. And the 18th for the Belmont Lions. They're 18-12, 120. And they lead North Geelong 8-9-57, Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Well, based on the 3/4 time scores so far, every chance Belmont Lions could be on top. Well.
There you go, eh? And there's a blood rule. Johnny Cousins it is. Probably good to give Johnny a rest, I think, now. Yeah. We've been playing 24 minutes in the final term.
And nice little touch there from Troy Rose. You know, obviously a little pat in the back, well done, and that's recognition of a very good game.
Ricky Pike coming back on. Johnny Cousins off.
I think they could probably, he'd probably enjoy the rest anyway.
I think he might.
24 minutes into the final quarter.
I think he might. So back in the middle now, umpire Hunter has the ball. He'll throw it up. King in the ruck for the Belmont Lions. And he gets it down to Hearn, though. Handball. Backwards to Evans. Gets a quick kick away towards half forward. Weiss and Rose running on. The big man does well. Can he break a tackle? He can from Mills. Weiss. Good tackle, Baker. Good work. Donatus comes at it. Mills back in there. And Rose does well to slip away. Rose. Little left foot kick around the corner. Good little intervention there by, I think it's Osakis. And he's got the mark about 30 metres out. Not much of an angle to speak of. Chance to North Geelong's 9th goal on the board.
A couple of lookalikes, Osakis and Elzinga with that hairdo.
Yeah, I might get one of them, I think.
It looked well on him, wouldn't it, Jase?
That's a good goal too by Paul Osakis. And the 9th for North Geelong, 9-9-63. And the Belmont Lions 18-12-120. So we've been playing 25 and a half minutes in the final term. And Laurie, I don't like to be like this, but you might have to let your hair grow a little bit, please.
I think I might have to.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Actually, I'm trying that. Isn't it growing?
It is growing. It's quite good, but I don't know whether the blonde tips will go too well in that bit at the front there. So back in the middle. And
I'm not sure who's in the centre for North Geelong. Well, they'll be enjoying the fact that Cousins is off.
Breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, Danny Ruck's in the ruck against Lucas King for North Geelong. So Ruck has to go up early. King gets it down towards Frost. Burns. Hearn's there again. Handball to Jones and give it to Price. He does so. Price goes to the left boot. Wobbly punt towards half forward. Off Zitko's chest and falls towards Sykes. And where does he go? Towards Doubledom, coming out of the back. Evans. Doubledom does well to bring it to the front. Pike. Oh, sold the dummy beautifully. Goes to the right boot. Great kick too. Govern makes up some ground. Takes it. Now, where's he going to go? Right foot towards half forward. Booley. And should get a shepherd from Frost. Booley now. Can he finish it off? Right foot. Can he? Oh, no. Just to the left. And one behind to Craig Booley. So they got 18-13, 121 Belmont Lions, North Geelong 9-9-63. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes gone.
Harrington, huge kick in from full back almost to the centre square, but it's Belmont Lions again. Intercept, finally comes a handball to Govan, lopes into centre half forward, really didn't put the foot through the ball, and it's marked right in the last line by Gibbs. Chips it back to Harrington in the full back position, and Harrington from back pocket. Drives it further wide. He's got Weiss out there. Oh, great work by King. Just intercepts the ball. Can't quite keep it in the field of play, and unfortunately he'll now have to go back and contest the throw-in. But it must be great to have someone like King, Jace, to come on in the last 20 minutes.
A bad replacement.
Like he can jump a mile, and he's fit. Hasn't done a lot. And well, there's a free kick against the North Geelong. Not paid, I'd suggest, for a shepherd, but somehow there's a free kick to Peter McBilly anyway. So Belmont, no, it's going back to King. So King now, the drop punt, drives it long to the full forward position. Well, almost well done by the Lions forwards, but it's Price. Picks the ball up, clears it wide to the flank to Hearn. Can't take the mark, off hands. Comes to North Geelong to Wheeze. He Wise. It's picked up there, Belmont Lions again. They pump it back to the goal square. Doubledom used the body brilliantly, but didn't take the mark, unfortunately. And the ball comes to ground, and the umpire will call for a ball up right in the goal square. 28 minutes into the final quarter. 9-9 North, 18-13 Belmont Lions. Up goes the ball, comes down to Frost. Kicks the ball barely 10 metres, marked there by Gibbs, and away go North Geelong once again. Kick wide, the diving mark by Osakis, not taken. Ball comes to ground. Well, the ball's there, the players are wrestling, and umpire's saying play on, but the players can't get the ball out, and he'll throw it up almost in the centre square between centre wing and the half forward flank, out of side for the Belmont Lions. Kicking in the final quarter of the southern end. King again, not only jumps high, takes the ball out of that contest, drives it on the left foot long to the forward pocket, and just runs over the boundary line. So we've been playing 29 minutes, 9-9, plays 18-13, boundary umpire with the ball.
It's not bad when 4 of your better players are on the bench too when you finish the game.
Absolutely.
Back into play now. Burns goes towards Vandenberg. Now comes pretty close to the boundary line. Pike handball to Hargraves, who's been working hard all day. Left foot kick back towards the top of the 10-metre square. Baker comes from a while away, doubled him, and Rose, pushing the back, should be a free kick and got it. Troy Rose in the right back pocket has got Hearn wide. You'll get a game next week, Rose. Gives it to the coach. Goes long towards centre wing. Mills goes up, can't take the mark. Evans just holds it up, goes to the right boot. Torpedo punt, and there is the siren for full time. And it is 18-13, 121. The Belmont Lions, they've defeated North Geelong 9-9-63 in that final term. 3 goals, 4 to the Lions. The Magpies kicked 3 goals, 4 also. So they matched them, and in the end, it was a convincing win to the Belmont Lions. Their goal kickers, 4 to Craig Edwards and 3 to Steve Whittingham, 2 each to Rob Hargraves, Stuart Madden, Paul Baker, and also Ricky Pike. Singles to Peter McVilly, Rod Doubledham, John Cousins, and for North Geelong, 4 goals to Paul Price, 2 to Rory Priddle, and singles to Paul Osikas, Mario Zitko, and to Jamie Weiss. But in the end, it was 18-13, 121. The Lions, they've defeated North Geelong 9-9-63. We'll take a break and then come back with the final siren, thanks to White Cross Healthcare. And that will bring us all the wrap-up from the Geelong and District Football League, also from the Bellarine and Geelong Football Leagues, a wrap of the AFL and some interviews and much more on the other side of this break. You're listening to the Geelong and District Football League live and exclusive on Geelong Radio 100.3 FM, the home of local football.